Little baby Jesus. Pretty sure that... I'm sorry, Berg. Pretty sure that's more or less working. Hello, Berg. Yes, you're very sweet. He's giving me really weird looks right now. So, anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I hadn't even started yet. So, let's do that now. What's up, guys? Moon Mike here with you again on this day of days. God, why? No. Okay, y'all did not see that. That did not happen. Never happened. The phone. No. Why? Baby Jesus, help me, please. Oh, baby Jesus. Okay, I think that's gonna stay. So, yeah. Baby Ty. So, one more time. What's up, guys? Moon Mike here with you again on this Saturday. Been a little while since I did a vlog, so I decided, hey, why not do one now? You know, before I go do that whole work thing, it's been a while since I got to say hi to you guys, even though not many people actually watch this, but hey guys! Feeling kind of energetic. All told, last night I got like 15 hours of sleep. Woke up with a really bad headache and just kind of slept it off and ended up being like 15 hours. So now I'm like really awake. Despite the fact that I'm yawning. Hold on, while I'm still remembering, I'm going to plug the DS of Kick-Ass Kayla in. And... hey! It's charged. Oh god, why? I hit something. Wow, where... okay. So, yeah, I figured, I'd say hi, especially since I'm feeling so energetic. So it's been going on the last little while for me. Well, my ear is horribly infected. And it's extremely painful. I'm not going to show it, but if you can see, this one looks sunken in. That's because my whole earlobe is swollen. And it hurts. But I know if I take it out, it's going to close up, and then I've just got this one, and yeah, no. So I'm trying to just tough it out and keep spraying Bactine and stuff on it. But yeah, I can't sleep on my left side. Which, as I'm sure like nobody that is watching this knows, I sleep on my left side about half the time. The other half, right side, shockingly enough. Yeah, so that's a thing. Also, I'm looking forward to uploading this because I just got Fios installed. I believe I've mentioned on here before that I've had, how do I put this, issues with Comcast, especially as far as performance goes. So the other day, a Fios rep was in the neighborhood and knocked on my door, and I remember seeing a thing for gigabit internet for like 80 bucks, which is what I was paying for Comcast. So for like $15 more, I got Fios gigabit internet, which it's not at a gigabit, but honestly I also wasn't expecting it to be wirelessly a full gigabit. That would be redonkulous. I might be able to get it there. I don't know. Maybe I'll mess around with that later tonight. But while it is not a gigabit, it is still over 10 times faster than Comcast was. I have speed tested it several times, but just for funsies, I'm just going to do one right now just so I can show it off. This video is not sponsored by Verizon Fios, by the way. Unfortunately, the Fios line thing comes in through my closet, and so a little bit of a mess was made while installing that I still need to clean. But let's see what this thing... Oh god, yes. That is beautiful to me. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that says ping 10 milliseconds, download 412, upload 310. And that's without me messing with the settings, without me optimizing the wireless or anything like that. That's just like straight out the box. Literally and metaphorically. That's not even with my equipment that I may still hook up. That's impressive to me. Especially since I was getting like 30 on a good day with Comcast. So if there's anyone out there, especially in Richmond, because apparently we're like a test market somehow for gigabit, if you have Comcast, switch. It's so worth it. But like $15 more, I got gigabit internet and TV with a DVR and everything. I don't have like all the fancy channels, but I have TV again, which I didn't realize it, but I definitely like missed TV a little bit. Now, luckily, when someone says, "Oh, have you seen blah blah?" I can be like, "I don't know what that is," because I'll see commercials and stuff. This is probably kind of weird, but I actually kind of like commercials. They keep me up to date on like what's out. Oh my god, why? I'm so energetic, but I'm yawning. But, one second. Here's the thing about that Comcast Fios installation. So, my appointment was scheduled from 1 to 3. As I'm sure many of you out there know, when a company tells you, oh, especially cable company, oh, we've got you from 1 to 3, that usually doesn't mean from 1 to 3. Just talk amongst yourselves and take a guess what time they arrived, what time they left. I'll give you a few seconds. Are you still thinking? Really hope you're not still thinking, because I'm about to say it. And you know, since I'm bringing it up, it's something cray-cray. So, if you're still thinking, you've thought too long, and I'm going to give it away anyway. They got here right around 1 o'clock or so, and left at 6:30. No, like 6:30, 6:45. So pretty much a 6-hour installation where they really didn't have to run any cable. It was, I mean, they got it done, and they were nice enough. But I will admit, after a certain amount of time, I begin to question competence. Like when it takes 6 hours to install a new thing. And they had to keep like leaving because they forgot like a power cord or something like that, which was even weirder to me because like shouldn't that be in the box with the equipment? But whatever. Like I said, nice enough guys. They got it done. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I'm gonna fix it. I did let them know, like, hey, you don't have to make it perfect. I was a cable tech. Well, to be honest, I still kind of consider myself a cable tech because I haven't forgotten any of it. And while I'm not, obviously, doing cable tech work, I'm still very much capable of it. Apparently they were really worried that they were going to have to run Ethernet all over my apartment, and I was just like, yeah, no, don't worry about that. I'm going to do it. Because I know how I want to do it, so I'm going to do it. I just need to go up to Maryland, which is where my Cat 5 and tools and everything for that is. But whatever. Heisenberg was overseeing them. I have a thing on my door that says, warning, attack cat on duty. They thought that was funny, and then Heisenberg was actually, like, watching them. Like, he was on my bed, just, like, sitting staring at them like, yeah, you were, you weirdo. It's actually kind of funny. I have really weird cats. Yeah. But anyway, yes, at some point, well, I don't really know, because I'm thinking about getting out of here in a couple of months. I haven't quite decided. It kind of depends on a number of factors, but I don't really know if I want to, like, run custom Ethernet and everything just for, like, a couple of months. When, like, yeah, I play a lot of video games, but I'm just starting to get back into playing online, and I'm not doing anything, like, competitive. So it's not like it would make a gigantic difference. I guess if it starts annoying me, like if I get, like, latency spikes or something, then I'll be more inclined to do it, but as of right now, I'm just kind of like, meh. Maybe when I move, I'll get them to run the Ethernet. Poor bastards. It took so much longer than I thought it would, and I was an hour late to work because of it. And, yeah. They didn't really, well, I mean, I know they believed it because I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna tell my work especially because I gave them a heads up, like, hey, this is taking way longer than I thought. I'm probably gonna be running late. But yeah, they were just like, Jesus Christ. And I was like, right? I was there. Anyway, I think that's about it. My divorce was finalized, which, woo! I'm sorry, Berg. Yeah. There was a how do I put this? A final act of childishness, not on my part, that ticked me off. But you know what? I'm gonna let it go. Oh, speaking of me getting pissed, yesterday, oh man. So, if you've watched a couple of my videos, you know I have this thing about customer service and retail. As in, don't screw with customer service and retail. Like, they don't make the rules. If they break the rules for you, that could mean their job is gone. Like, just shut up and work with them and be nice. Unless they're being assholes, in which case, by all means. I fully believe that if someone is being an asshole, legitimately an asshole, not just I think they're being catty or whatever, then yeah, go off on them. But if no. Not retail and customer service, most of the time the people not being dicks. It's the customers. If you consistently get bad customer service, you're probably a bad customer. Sorry. It is what it is. But, that said, last night, I had a guy come in like 10 minutes or so before close. And he needed to do a return. Now, the store that I work at is a chain, like, nationwide. Excuse me. And he came in and said, I need to return. So I was like, okay, cool. Do you have the receipt? He goes, yeah. And he's telling me about how his wife bought him a different headset so he didn't need this one that he just purchased. So I was like, okay. So I glanced at the receipt and I noticed that like the associate name doesn't like ring a bell, like it's not anyone that I work with. So I was like, what? So I look again, and it's a store in Williamsburg that's like, bless you, Berg, close to an hour away. Bless you again. He wanted to do just a straight return for cash. So, I said, like, hey, I'm sorry, but for, like, returns, it has to go back to the original store that it was purchased from because it gets taken in as cash. He goes, well, I've never had that problem before. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I was like, that's what it is. He goes, well, why? Like, he's immediately getting an attitude with me. I don't care. Because I can understand it. It's like an hour away. The item he was returning, probably he would have spent more money on gas getting back to return it than, yeah. I was like, hey, it's policy to basically prevent potential fraud, and even if it's not fraudulent, it prevents cash discrepancies, that kind of thing. I was like, we can do an exchange if there's something else you want. It doesn't even have to be a headset. It can be whatever you want. We can do that. We just can't do a return. So he starts getting all annoyed and stuff, and basically cops an attitude, and it's like, well, I've never had this problem before. I was like, I'm sorry, man. I mean, I know it's a long way to drive, but that's how it is. He just basically just kept going like, well, I've never had to do this before. I don't understand why. And getting more and more annoyed, but like he's also trying to like square up. And I'm just like, really? Like 10 minutes before close, dude? So eventually I was just like, look, I've given you the options. We can either exchange it for something else, or you can take it back to the store that you got it from for a full refund. He goes, you know what, fine, I'll just come in and talk to Mike, the store manager, tomorrow. But he says it with that, like, you're screwed. I'm going to get in trouble because I know who the store manager is. Okay, this is company-wide policy and common sense. Like, but that ticked me off. So I just was like, okay, I'll give him a heads up. Make sure he knows, what's going on, and that he'll expect you in the morning. He didn't like that, and he just goes, okay, fine. I'll be sure to talk to him about this. Okay, whatever. Here's my thing, though. It's a company policy. It's common sense. And dude was basically saying, like, I'm gonna get you in trouble and potentially try and take away your job. That got me heated. Because I'm 30 years old. Like, I'm clearly not, like, an 18-year-old kid that has never had a job in his life. Why am I gonna say, like, no, you have to go all the way back, blah, blah, blah? Like, what's my motivation? I'm not getting anything out of it. A return takes, like, 2 minutes? If that? Like, there's literally no reason for me to lie about it. But then this dude wants to go and act like he's gonna try and get me in trouble and make me lose my job. That's my livelihood. Like, at that point, you're actually trying to screw with my life. And that's what I think a lot of people don't understand. When you do stuff like that, especially if we get pissed, it's because what you're doing is actually basically you saying that you're going to try and take our job. Now, if that were to have happened, which I know it won't, because I know that I immediately let my superior know what had happened, like, down to the last minute detail. And I know that the store owner knows me better than to believe him if he says, like, oh, he was rude to me. Like, but it still pisses me off, because here's the thing. Not everyone has a relationship like that with their managers. And let's say someone did get fired over something like that. If you get fired for being rude to a customer, can you imagine how hard it's going to be for you to find another job? Again, you're like screwing with someone's life. which to me, especially over $12, is ridiculous. And, you know, I think that should be grounds for getting your ass kicked. Personally. I'm not condoning violence. I'm speaking metaphorically. Calm down. But it's insane to me that something like that, especially when it's company policy, that if I just go ahead and do it, I'm going to be flagged by LPE, loss prevention. Like, you're getting mad at me even after I tell you this is a company policy. But people still seem to expect, like, special treatment. Because they're special little snowflakes, or whatever. And that's ridiculous to me. Like, when I go into a store, I don't think I've ever truly been rude to, like, a customer service or retail representative. Like, ever. And I've had service that wasn't great. If that happens, usually I do a survey. If it's something egregious, which has happened a couple of times, I don't get into it with the employee because there's no point. I let, like, either, like, I do company feedback, or, like, very rare occasions I've asked to speak to the manager, but even then, unless they were rude, I've been very careful to say they were not rude about it, I just don't think this is correct, and I wanted to get some clarification. Because I'm not out to take someone's job. Now, after that, and again, I'm not going to say, like, yeah, they rung me up and they charged me extra, and they also insulted my mother and called me an ethnic slur. Unless they did it, which never happened. That would actually, I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of funny for the split second before I headbutted them. But yeah, like, what? Don't do that. Especially over a $12 piece of equipment for a video game. It's not that serious. Now again, I know that I've been saying it's not that serious, but I can't do it, like, period, end of story. That's because for the customer, it's not that serious. If you were just in Williamsburg, guess what? You're not hurting for like $12. However, on my end, like I said, if I were to have processed it, that's breaking company policy. That's something that will get me flagged and investigated by loss prevention, because that is the type of thing that can be used for money laundering or, like, fraudulent activity. So that's my ass. But I'm not doing that. Especially over $12. Jesus. Man, I wouldn't do it over, like, $2 either, because I like my job and I fully intend on continuing to work there for a long, long time, but you get the idea. Oh my god, I cannot get comfortable here. But I needed to charge my phone while I was doing this, so hey. But yeah, that's I think that's about it. Hold on, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's about it. No idea how long this went, but I get the feeling it's right around the same time as my normal ones. So with that, I'm going to get out of here, upload this, hopefully very quickly, and probably start cleaning a little bit before I go into work, which should be fun because today we're doing a, like, once-a-year promotion, and people are going crazy. So that'll be fun. But that said, thank you guys for watching. All I'm asking is just, like, share this with a couple friends. Like it. Favorite if you want. Share it. Share. subscribe. It all helps. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments or whatever, leave it in a comment. But yeah, that's it. So until next time, Moon Moon Mike out.